I'm always a big believer in manifestation.
That is so LA. I'm so tired of hearing people say manifestation.
Don't judge because it's not very organized right now, but we really...
It couldn't be any more organized. It is so organized, it's annoying. She looks like a girl going to a bachelorette party in the Vegas airport. Hey everybody, and we are back with another episode of Architectural Digest Home Tour, AD Tours, Home Tour. Right. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Me and Chris have been working on this really big project. It comes out in July. You'll all see it. And so we've been trying to fill up our YouTube with videos that we think are going to be really fun. So I didn't think anything was going to come of this Liv Tyler video, and people really loved it. I was kind of like, oh, this will be fun for me. I don't know if the audience will like it, but like, I think it's really funny. And then everyone was like, more! And I was like, okay. So it's called Inside Ashley Tisdale's Self-Designed Family Home. Family? Does she have kids?
I guess so.
I have a history with Ashley Tisdale. Besides High School Musical, I was on an ill-fated TV show. I think it was on TBS. Yep. It was called Clipped, and it starred Ashley Tisdale, and it was about her and a bunch of young barbers, and it was very like a Cheers-esque, you know, like there was all like the barbershop that they commiserate. And this is also when I was still balding, so I was wearing a hat, and I was singing on the show, and she cut my hair. Now, I'd never done TV before at that time, so it was very exciting. She missed all the rehearsals because she was sick, allegedly. Then she showed up, and it was very much like, can't wait to do it. Lauren Lapkus was on the show, who was in Jurassic Park, which I have a problem with Jurassic Park movies. We can get into that in a minute. Maybe I'll do a video on how I hate Jurassic Park. It's enough. But anyway, so I met her, and then afterwards there was a party on set of Undateables, I think was the TV show at the time, and Ed Sheeran was there. And I had chicken and waffles with Ed Sheeran. This is before I was like anything. Like I couldn't even sell a ticket. And Ashley Tisdale took her dogs and coughed herself away. And we just had to do like a lot of takes because she couldn't memorize her lines. But she seemed nice. The show lasted one season. So anyways, but I feel, you know, Ashley Tisdale, and I maybe like now, Chris, you can start clipping in. She was known for High School Musical, but also for all her red carpet look, where it's like an extra shirt over a dress, over jeans, over a...
The most 2000s looks.
Oh, the most 2000s. The belts, the hair, I mean, she was sort of like a compilation of Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. She was all like the worst pieces of them. That's such a horrible thing to say. But I like Ashley Tisdale. She's super talented.
Doesn't sound like her.
Well, I'm always sort of fascinated by like these really famous people who get famous really young.
Oh yeah,
you know, because because I didn't become like even like slightly known until I was late. I'm gonna be 39 next week, so you know, maybe I have a little bit more sense of reality, except for my face. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm always sort of fascinated when you like see these celebrities and how they live their lives, and it's just like I wonder if it's like how you carry yourself. Like if someone carries themselves like I am so great, then everyone bows to you. And if you carry yourself, me, full of insecurity, and fear-based, if I just sort of carry myself like, people just sort of, you know. Anyways, I've never seen this before. I don't know if it's going to be funny.
We'll see.
Hey AD, it's Ashley Tisdale. Come on inside.
I'm going to say she looks great. She's moved on from her 2000s look, although wouldn't it be amazing if she opened the door and she was wearing one of her red carpet 2000s looks? She has amazing hair, so I see why they wrote a show based around hair, you know? It's what's crazy to me is that like she did a couple movies for Disney and she can just have this home.
But she was on that show. She was on Sweet Life, right?
With Zach and Cody?
Wait, was she?
Was she on Sweet Life with Zach and Cody? Yeah, she played the.
Yeah.
Was she? Yes, she was. Disney tended to do that. They would take characters for one and put them on there.
That was like on for a while.
But do those Disney stars, do they make that kind of money? I'm always curious, like the money they made, you know?
I mean, it's
like Raven Simone made money.
Yeah, but it's got to be a lot. Like to do that many shows, that many seasons.
And the residuals of High School Musical. Yeah, because I don't know what she's done lately.
Yeah, she doesn't need to.
She doesn't need to. Yeah, maybe that's it. So far, I love her house.
This house was very different because everything else before this house I have completely worked on. My first home was like built from the ground up for my dad, and we continued that process through many homes. I feel like we should find something that's move and ready. And my husband, each time he's like, we're staying here for a while. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, actually, do you want to move? And he's just like, oh my God. So this.
I just wish I wish that was my life. You get sick of a house. Some people spend their whole lives trying to get a home.
Most people do, yeah.
Right? And then you're like, this is where we live.
Yeah.
Because I grew up, did you guys have money growing up?
A little bit, but not like, no.
Right.
But yes.
I would say we were lower middle class.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't vacation. I didn't do Disney World. We didn't fly in planes. Like, we didn't do any of that stuff. So it was like, that's the house. You don't move from the house. It was a 1-floor house. I shared a room with my brother.
Yeah, me too.
Well, good
She
for her.
has 2 kids, by the way.
She has 2 kids. All right, I'm sure she's a great mother.
Yeah.
We just went with like a specific list. I'm always a big believer in manifestation, and
That is so LA. I'm so tired of hearing people say manifestation. Stop it with the manifestation. It's not an incantation. People in LA, specifically white women and gays, think that they're part of witchcraft. Like, everything is about astrology and manifestation and vision board shit. It's like, I don't mean to sound, but it's like, manifestation, isn't it just like, I have a goal? But what's the manifestation? Like, I'm manifesting. You're just thinking about it. Do I sound crazy? I sound like a crazy, oh man, the comments are gonna go wild on this. And you know what? Fine, I accept all the hate from these comments.
came across this amazing space, and for the first time I did not have to do really anything to it except for the furnishing.
This is where I go back to Mariah cooking Thanksgiving. This is where I go back to Gwyneth Paltrow. This is where I go back. How much is she doing? I'm not saying she's not doing it, and I'm not trying to not give her credit, but I was on set with her for a week. I can't fathom that same person building a home. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A piano for what?
This is the living room. I had a lot of fun designing this room. I started with the sofa. It's a Mario Bellini sofa from 1971. And from there, I just built out the room. The hardest part about this room was that there's kind of like 3 different rooms. And so just trying to make everything work together and make it look aesthetically really nice. This was my first time, really doing this myself. I'm really happy with how it has come out. Over the coffee table is apparatus. And I was definitely hesitant because knowing I was having a baby, I was like, okay, this is probably like not the greatest coffee table for this because it has sharp edges. But I was like, you know what? This room is going to be like kind of the no baby zone, but she definitely comes in here. But we just really watch her.
What does that mean? It's the no baby zone, but she comes in here.
She's like, this is the no baby zone, but
My baby's in here.
my
all the
baby's
time.
in here. This is like brought to you by Benadryl. I am like, it's like, the thing about Liv Tyler that was so funny is that she was like talking to the walls at one point. This is too, like, I think Ashley's taking this too seriously.
An antique store called JF Chen. The
PF Chang's? She got that chair at PF Chang's? Is that what she said?
are from Mayraban rugs, which are like my favorite. Basically in this room, I went off of this light that was already here, and I just liked how there was yellow in it, and so I saw this chair at a store called Guard that
Called Ashley Furniture.
I shop at a lot, and I was just like,
That chair looks so uncomfortable. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. That chair, it looks cool, but it looks like a hat in one of the racehorse scene in My Fair Lady. You should put a picture of that up.
tree just got here. I'm always scared about bringing trees into the house because I'm not very good at keeping them alive.
No shocker.
God, we talked to Liv Tyler and her fucking trees. This whole thing is gonna be me just wishing it was Liv Tyler again.
I was never into color as much. I was always into neutrals, and there's something about being pregnant,
How did she say pregnant? Pregnant.
little spots where I could like add color to it that made me feel like, oh, this is gonna be a fun home. Like
I'm gonna be honest, it's a really white home. Like, mine is too, kind of. But this feels like really white.
neutral, chic, but also quirky and fun because a baby is gonna be obviously brought into this house and she loves it.
Of course she does. She doesn't know any better.
I have this awesome collector's Hans Wagner chair.
Hans Christian Andersen. Oh,
And I got this from JF Chen.
See what else we got. Let's move on. That room is so boring.
So this is the dining room.
The dining room looks like, I don't like the dining room. Not that mine's better. I'm just saying, like,
piece that I started with was this apparatus chandelier.
I like the chandelier. Actually, it does kind of look a little bit like.
Got this table from Guard, and I also got these chairs.
I don't like those chairs that have like hair on them. They're like hairy chairs.
The mohair.
The mohair. You sit down, Mo, like The Simpsons. Hello, Uncle Mo, what's going on?
And lighting a candle, and I'm telling you, it changes your whole like energy of that space.
Oh, that's another thing. The energy of the space. Have you ever had that? You walk into a room and there's energy of the space? You've not had that? So far, her house needs a candle of cocaine. I'm falling asleep at this AD. I thought I was gonna have fun with this AD digest home, and it's just Ashley Tisdale walking around being like, everything is white, and I manifested it.
Burned through a lot of candles over the last 2 years.
It's not funny. This one's gonna be me just descending into madness.
This is the kitchen.
This is the kitchen.
This is a very minimalistic kitchen.
Bitch, the whole house is minimal. And I like it.
Landing space. But
Oh, it's a bit too minimal. I mean,
Minimal kitchen, that means she's not using
she's not using it. Let's see if she says she cooks. Or she's gonna laugh at herself and says she doesn't cook.
Chris and I are not huge cooks, so when we saw it, we were like, oh, this is awesome. However, having a baby, you cook a lot more. So for me, it's all about organization, and really, there is no pantry. That's insane. It's something that we loved about it, but it is something that we're like, oh, what are we gonna do? So This is kind of like our pantry drawer. Don't judge, because it's not very organized right now, but we really...
It couldn't be any more organized. It is so organized, it's annoying. She's like, don't judge, it's not organized. I'm starting to think this is the beginning of a new Joan Crawford. I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the floor.
As organized as we
dirt.
can. So there's just like
the
little
gays watching.
things here and there. Basically, I stuffed
She's
everything.
opening everything like it's the first time she's ever opened it. She's like, and here we have oatmeal. Do you think that she actually knows the name of, like, every single person says like, oh, this is such and such, and that's this designer. That, do you think they know that, or they're like told before? Like, I wonder what this whole process is like.
She's like, I designed it. Maybe she actually did get the things because she knows the name on it.
I like everything in her house. I'm gonna be honest. I like everything in the house. It's just, I don't know. Liv Tyler was so special.
The house that you guys actually last came to,
Do you think there's nepotism here? She keeps talking about her dad. I'm like, do you think the dad's like a producer or something? Oh, you know what we should do is 73 Questions with Vogue.
light. It's by Annie Lee.
Oh, this is so painful. Oh, I thought we were gonna get so much better. The best thing she ever did in her career were those red carpet looks. It's a stunning home.
I loved the bathroom because I think it's very cool. And I have to show you this little guy. I found him at this
God, this was so boring. What's something else Ashley Tisdale we can look up? Ashley Tisdale. Here's her as a pop star. Is this her? Is that Ashley? Did she tour?
I didn't even know she made music.
I have been watching this now for a minute, and I don't know if it's Ashley Tisdale. I think it is. It says Ashley Tisdale, be good to me. Is that her? Yeah. This is so 2000s. Like,
Yeah.
this is so, like, when people think, 'cause like now, like, younger kids think 2000s is really in, and then you actually go back to 2000s, you're like, no. Okay, this is bad too. Let's look up Ashley Tisdale clipped. And
You're gonna have some explaining to do, Lucy.
that didn't age well.
It's hard to believe that I couldn't see.
What happened to this guy? And good for them for putting a gay on Disney Channel. I mean, was he supposed to be gay? I don't know if he's supposed to be gay. He's gay to me. The character's gay. I don't care. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that this character's not fucking gay. He's gay.
These feelings like no other.
There was a guy, I remember when I was in show choir, there was one guy who was like the dancer. I'm not a good dancer. I was a good singer. There's something about dancing where like, there's that like dancing face.
Nailed it. I didn't mean to surprise me. I didn't expect that.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's this face. It's like,
And they're just like shaking their whole body.
I just didn't have that kind of energy. Speaking of, you know, high school musicals and all that stuff.
Oh my gosh. Wow, look at that.
I'll send, my friend Kara sent it to me.
Oh my
And my voice hasn't changed. Listen to my little solo. My voice is the exact same. so gay, by the way. Here we go.
Come next spring, I know we will be ready for the sunshine. Right now, throwing snowballs at each other, such a fun time.
Wow, you
Time.
kind of sound similar. That's great.
Right now, throwing snowballs at each other, such a fun time. Doing my nasal placement because I thought I was Barbara Streisand. Let's look at Ashley Tisdale red carpet. Oh, Rob Anderson already went through this. Shout out to Rob Anderson for going through the Ashley Tisdale red carpet look. There's a lot to say. So first of all, she's at the Princess Diaries 2 premiere. She's got poodle fluffy sandals. She looks like a girl going to a bachelorette party in the Vegas airport. You know what I mean? But I also love that smile, like, got that smile. This one's slightly better, but the woman behind her is dressed just like her. What? That's a long purse with a keyboard in it. I didn't realize we were gonna go down this Ashley Tisdale. I don't know much about her. Well, I think that's it for my Ashley Tisdale video.
Yeah.
We can move on from here.
That was
That was enough. This really derailed. It was an incredibly boring AD digest, but we've got some fun videos of me, stories with Ashley Tisdale. Ashley, thank you. Come see me live. Oh, I'm in Australia, Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney. I'll be in New Zealand, Auckland. Yeah, come see me in Europe and Australia. Europe, I'm in like Vienna, London. Go to MatteoLaneComedy.com.